Hey guys, this is Jess. If you would like a reading with me, you can find the information right here on the screen and in the description box below. Now, on to your reading. Hi Gemini, this is Jess with your June 2017 mid-month council. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Gemini, it looks like some of you are reevaluating some things. You may be changing up the way that you do business, or going back to, I should say, you may be changing, but at the same time, going back to something that's familiar to you. Okay. I do believe I said to some of you guys before that you were going to be, starting something new. Some of you, it was like you were going to be starting something new, rolling something new out, but you weren't sure about it. Some of you may be, not necessarily, some of you are going to leave that alone completely and go back to the way you were doing things. You may be going to a new, like a place that's familiar to you. So you may be going back to the type of thing that you used to do, type of work that you used to do. You may go back to your old job, that sort of thing. You may find out that someone at your job is having a bit of a time. And so I do see some of you being, now let me go back because I'm starting to veer off to a whole nother topic. For those of you that relates to, that you are going to a new place, or a place familiar, excuse me. This is a place that welcomes you. You know the work, they appreciate you, they value you, you're well respected and well regarded at this place. Now, it's some place that can be a bit chaotic. There could be some, I want to say to some extent, some childishness there. And there could have been like 3 candidates. So you and 2 other people were up for the position. You got offered the position. Or it could be 2 people that were hired out of the 3. So you and another person was offered the position. And I feel like you got a little bit more income than the other person. So one person may have gotten a smaller amount than you. Okay. And some of you may even know that because you know some of the people there, or you got privy to that information. It looks like this month is going to be, or the remainder of this month, I should say, is going to be a really good one. Some of you, money looks really good. It looks like you're going to be really good with money. If you have your own business, it looks like it's going to be kind of busy with your customers. You may find that if you have like a client-based business, that sort of thing, you may end a particular relationship with someone. Okay. They may, close their account, no longer, use your service, that sort of thing. Someone may refer people that they know to you. Okay. And I get that there's going to be something where you will receive a lot of offers. Okay. You will be hearing a lot of offers coming in. So for those of you that's looking for work, there will be offers that will be coming in to you. You give off a sense of strong confidence. Okay. So a lot of you will be able to convince anyone of anything. A lot of people will be rallying on your team. And that makes sense. I mean, Sun is in Gemini right now. You will feel loved. You'll feel whatever you're giving out for the remainder of 2 weeks, you're going to get back. Okay. To you. Okay. And I feel like if you feel any type of conflict, it's quickly going away. Okay. You'll have someone right there building you right up. If you think anything, or if you feel conflicted, or if you have that nervous energy, because a lot of Geminis tend to have a bit of, nervous energy, that sort of thing, anxiety. But if there's any type of issue, you will have someone or people that will be there to support you. So this is a good June for you guys. There is going to be something that's going to make you really happy, particularly for those you looking for work. Yes, you're going to get something. It'll either be coming from a tip from somebody, or, you'll be going, like I said, back to that other place. And again, you'll be very happy to find out that, the money they may have said one amount, but it could be because of your knowledge, your skill set, the way that how they feel when they met you, that sort of thing, the way that you were able to present yourself. It looks like there could be more income that comes in. Okay. Now, again, I do see a delay, like you're going to get an offer. You will be with a company that you feel really good about, but there may be a delay. You may even hear that, especially if you're a hiring manager, that sort of thing. You may present an offer to someone, but it may be a delay, a month or so before you can actually, they can start with you. Okay. I feel like some of you, for the remainder of the 2 weeks, you may be addressing things that you feel you don't know. Okay. So if someone is having a time, because I do get, like, it could be your mother, it could be someone's mother, it could be someone at the job, a friend, that sort of thing. If they're having some issues, you may be having to come in, because I get this swoop down effect, or feeling like you have to be not everything for everyone, but you will be that person to call on. Okay. You will be that person that friends, family, coworkers, and that sort of thing looks for. And I feel like if that's the case, if you find yourself where you're taking a lot of phone calls, your client base is like, everything is kind of like happening and you're that contact person, you may find yourself, albeit very, very happy, you may find that you need a mental break. You may take a break, you may take a vacation, that sort of thing, and you may have to collaborate with a coworker. If you pass your work off to someone else, delegate someone else to do your job, that sort of thing, and then you go out and you take a break. Okay. Just to kind of like recharge your batteries. Now, I do see that some of you are going to try to get down to the bottom of a situation, and you may feel like you want to go in a specific direction. I don't feel like things are going to necessarily pan out the way you want them to. So if you're trying to start something new for the remainder of this month, it looks like you're going to have to wait a little while and be a bit patient before you can actually see something come to fruition. There seems to be some delay. And if it is anything regarding courts or that sort of thing, having to file something, you may have to respond to something because something came out of the blue, like you didn't see it coming. And I don't have the Tower card here, as you can see, but I just get like this addressing something that, like, going after something that you know you don't have all the answers, and you're going at it with like vigor. So it's like someone's keeping something from you. You know how you say, like, I can't prove it. Like, I don't have all the information, but I know something's not right. You're not going to sit around. You're going to go after that thing. Like, you're going to confront the person. You're going to go after the situation. However, it may be some time before you get what you want. Okay. Now the outcome looks like eventually it will be favorable, but there will just be some time of wait is what I see. Okay. And I feel like you're going to be waiting through the month of July too. Okay. Is what I see here. I just see, there'll be some waiting into the month of July. Some of you may not even hear anything or get a resolve of this thing that you are trying to get down to the bottom of until another 10 weeks. Okay. That sort of thing, or into the month of October. So, or it can be, again, 10 days. So for 4 days, you hear nothing at all. You're fighting like hell trying to figure out what this thing is. Someone could be telling you a little bit, but they're not being, I don't feel like nothing's going to come from anything that you're hearing about now. And then down the line, you'll get resolved. And so that's different for everyone. So I'm not going to say it's this specific. If it relates to you, it'll be whatever your situation is. Now, as it relates to love, it looks like some of you could have ended a relationship, or you are no longer kind of sitting and waiting. I get like sitting and waiting and contemplating. There could be a resurgence, like meeting someone. If you met someone new, it could feel like you've known them before, or it could be someone from your past that you kind of reconnect with again. You and this person have magnetic connection. Okay. And it's like, exactly what to say to make that person do whatever you want, that sort of thing. And I do feel like there's a lot of like emotional exchanges, communication going on back and forth. It looks like there's, so it could be some conflicts here. Some of you could be kind of double dipping. It looks like it could, if it's happening to you, you guys will definitely be confronting it. Again, I get in specifically in the month of, let me see. 10, 15. Maybe by the 18th, because we're maybe by the 18th of this month, or going into Cancer season. During Cancer season, I see that you're going to be confronting a situation. If you feel like someone is trying to reconnect or rekindle something with someone, okay, or if that's what you're doing, you may have your mate doing that. Now, some of you, I do see that you are going after someone that you haven't had a connection with for a while, and they may have kind of cut you off, and now it's like you're, going back to try to, reconcile with this person. And it could be, if it's your family, I feel like you're going to be very happy. It could be some issues over family. It could be issues over the children, that sort of thing. So you may be trying to do right now and say, okay, I'm going to give you child support money. Okay, I will, or someone may be saying that to you, like, okay, this is what you need. Hey, I was just bringing you the stuff for the kids, or that sort of thing. Like, the person's going to say and do whatever they need to do to try to get back and get things back on track with you. Okay. But I feel like they're going to be waiting for quite some time, or they have been waiting, because you just feel like, no, some of you are just like, no, this isn't right. And I need some of you feel like you need things rectified. You need things to get balanced again. So this person owes. It's like, no, I'm not going to talk to you until you give me back what you owe, or until you do what you're supposed to do, that sort of thing. I do see here that there may be, again, like I said, some waiting with trying to connect with someone. Again, there could be, if you're at home with your mate, that sort of thing, there could have been a really great celebration, because you guys, it is your birthday month. So there could have been great celebrations with family, your lover, your significant other, that sort of thing. And I do see that there's going to be, toward the end of the month, a rekindling, because I know that before, some of you Geminis were having some love problems in your relationships, and it was almost looking like some of you did break up, some of you did get divorced, and others of you, it was teetering. Like, we're at that, trial stage of our marriage or relationship. Looks like some of you will be getting back on track. Okay, things look good as far as family, love, relationships, significant other, that sort of thing. And there just may be, again, some break. You and your mate may decide to take a break. You may decide to take a little break from your mate. If it is a situation where you guys are trying to reach back out to someone, or trying to get some information about someone, trying to get down to the bottom of a situation about someone that reached back out to you. The person could have reached back out to you. It was a great communication. There was some issues in the past, but now it's like you may be ready. You may feel like they're ready. You're happy. You may be somebody that you feel like, okay, I could go long distance, or go, I can go a long way with this person. And then you feel like, okay, great, we have this great connection. And all of a sudden, you don't hear from the person. The person you just don't hear from them. And you may not hear from them for like a month. Okay. Now, you may be trying to call the person, text them, email, however you guys communicate, but then you just don't hear from them. So where a person was starting to try to pursue you, right? And it could have been where the person was trying to pursue you, and you haven't been giving them any play, and they waited, and then it's like you finally gave them play. They were all over you like a cheap suit. Then you finally started to say, okay, and then next thing you know, you don't hear from the person anymore. You start kind of like trying to contact them like a crazy person. But then you say, or the person is just like, they're not going to go. This isn't going anywhere. Because that's immediately what I felt when I was laying the spread down. Like, it isn't going to go anywhere. But you don't realize the situation isn't going to go anywhere. And it could be because for those of you that particular scenario, because I said several different scenarios, and you just have to get in where you fit in with the scenarios. In that particular scenario, you may feel that that person, may be involved. Okay. And again, it's not being spoken. It's not being brought about. Down the line is something that you will find out. And I feel like once you do, you're going to let that situation go. Okay. And move on and all of that stuff. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of what I see for you guys for the remainder of this month, because it's only 2 weeks. So that's what I have for you guys for this 2 weeks. If you have a really happy relationship, I think I addressed that about the situation. I do see that someone, there could be a either taking a break together, so going on a vacation, that sort of thing, maybe taking a break, taking a rest, or someone having to kind of like may have a cold or something like that, and needing to recover, okay, is what I kind of see here. So that's what I have for you guys for the remainder of June. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. If it has and you'd like to respond, please do so in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you. If you would like a personal counsel with me, I can be reached in the information at the beginning of this video, as well as the end, and also in the description box below. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Gemini.